Hey, what's up everybody? This is Joshua Casper. I'm here with Plugin Boutique, and today we're taking a look at the D16 repeater, which is a vintage modeled delay unit. Sounds really great, especially I found on hip hop or reggae vocals. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you some of the cool presets, and then I'm going to show you a secret trick. One that I keep close to the chest, but I figured why not share it with you guys. And let's go ahead and listen to what that's going to sound like, and then get into checking out some presets.
Hello, Mr. System, you can try me if you can. You will never stop a great man. You're killing our children and you're taking our lands. But I will stop no more because this is where I stand. From Asia, going to Australia.
That lead in where he says hello, 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 and it's panned back and forth, that was all created with the repeater unit. And I'm going to show you how to do that. It's a little tricky, but once you know how, it goes really fast. And it's a lot easier than copying and pasting little vocal stabs. Letting the unit do it for you with its texture and its vintage feel definitely adds more to it than trying to do it all yourself. Let's go ahead and solo the vocal lead in and see what that sounds like.
Hello, Mr. System, you can try me if you can. But you will never stop a great man. You're killing.
Okay, so like I said, these two vocal lead-ins were created by the repeater, and in the tutorial portion of this video, I'm going to show you how to do that. But the repeater is also on my return track, and it's giving a really nice, almost dub delay style delay to the vocal track here. If we can go ahead and solo this is what the repeater is adding to the vocal.
Hello, Mr. System, you can try me if you can. But you will never stop a great man. You're killing.
So if we solo the vocal and that return track, this is what we have now.
Hello, Mr. System, you can try me if you can. But you will never stop a great man.
And that's just the Dusty Rap Back Vox 2 preset. I didn't have to do anything else there. I think I turned up the volume a little bit, but that was it. So as you can see here, we have more than a few presets, and a lot of them are focused on vocals. So I think that was a natural place for me to put them while I was testing out the unit. So to test some of these reverbs, what I'm going to do is actually put it right on the vocal track up here, and then go ahead and run it that way.
Because this is where I stand. From Asia, going to Australia, to South America, then up to Canada, down to the Caribbean, then over there to Spain, then we go to Russia, then over to the Queen. Get a huge.
So as you can see, man, these sound really good. I've only tested 3, and I liked all 3 for different reasons.
Hello, Mr. System, you can try me if you can. But you will never stop a great man. You're killing our children and you're taking our lands. But I will stop no more because this is where I stand. From Asia, going to South America, then to Canada, to the Caribbean, then over there to Spain, then we go to Russia, then over to the Queen. Get a
Oh my gosh, this is so large. Another thing I think is really cool too is while you're flipping through the presets, you can hear this sort of tape effect of speeding up and slowing down the tape, which is how you kind of create tape delay in vintage models. So I think that's a really nice touch.
Hello, Mr. System, you can try me if you can. You will never stop a great man. You're killing our children and you're taking our lands. But I will stop no more because this is where I stand. From Asia, going to Australia, or to South America, then to Canada, down to the Caribbean, then over there to Spain, then we go to Russia, then over to the Queen. Get a huge dust. Hello, Mr. System, you can try me if you.
Okay, so let's get into the tutorial portion of this video where I show you how to make in that lead in. Okay, so what I've done is I've gotten rid of the lead ins and everything else I use to make them, and we're gonna go ahead and do it from scratch. So the first thing we need to do is add a new audio track. That's Control T on a PC, and we're gonna take the hello part of this vocal, which is right to around here. So
hello.
Hold down Control, click and drag. You're gonna make a copy of it into that new audio track. And if we solo it, it's really loud. We can turn it down.
Hello.
That's it. That's about what we need. If we move over too far, we're actually going to get some of the next word.
Hello.
And we don't really want that Mr. part.
Hello.
So that's probably good right there. And what I want to do is actually highlight this section that doesn't have any audio. And actually, if we want to get really good with it, we want to come in like that and make sure we don't have any clipping.
Hello.
Cool. And again, highlight the whole section here. So that whole beat, right click and consolidate. And this way we don't have to worry about making proper loops because it's a fairly manageable size. Double click and now it's just that size, and we want to reverse the vocal. And we want to drop the repeater onto it. Here we go. Let's see what that sounds like. Sounds really good. And if we want to get the bouncing back and forth ping pong style, we just have to click the ping pong down here. We can choose the spread style if we want. All right, that seems really good. And what I'm going to do while I'm here is just create another track, and we're going to record in from the audio too. I'm going to turn the audio off so we don't double up when we make the recording. Arm the track and go ahead and click the record button so we can record that delay line. Cool. If I go to auto, we'll get the audio. So at this point, what I like to do is make the loop a manageable size or a normal size. So here we have a 4-bar loop essentially, or clip, and I like to right click and consolidate again, and that way I'm never going to have like a little tail here where if I try to loop the sample or the clip, I'm going to run into some timing issues. This way it's synced up time all the time. If we turn loop on, we can loop it and everything will be perfect. I'm actually going to add one more track, drop this in, and then I'm going to go back to the repeater and I'm going to change some of the settings. So I'm going to change the delay to a 1/8. Let's change the spread. Let's add a bunch of feedback and go ahead and record that now into that same track that we already have armed. And once again, go ahead and make it into a 4-bar clip. Right click and consolidate so we don't run into any issues. And now we can actually go ahead and delete this first track with the little clip there. Double click on this. We're going to reverse it back to the original way it should be played. Both of them. Take them and move them over in front of the vocal. And let's see what we have now. Everything all together.
Hello, Mr. System. You can try me if you can.
Okay, so we're getting there. What I want to do is actually go ahead and select them both, and I'm going to move them over a little bit.
Hello, Mr. System, you can try me.
I'm going to move this one over and this one back, actually.
Hello, Mr. System. Hello, Mr. System, you can try me if you can.
Cool, and now we can add a little bit of those return tracks. On that first return, I've got some delay, and on the second one, I've got that repeater.
Hello, Mr. System, you can try me if you can.
Okay, so that sounded really good. And I think what I did on that first example is I actually took the auto filter and kind of rolled off the highs for the repeater that was repeating at 1/8 and rolled off some of the lows for the repeater that was repeating at 1/4.
Hello, Mr. System, you can try me if you can.
But that sounds pretty good. So let's go ahead and listen to the track again and see if we've accomplished what we set out to do.
Hello, Mr. System, you can try me if you can. You will never.
I think they can be turned up a little bit. Might be better to turn up the clip like this.
Hello, Mr. Hello, Mr. System, you can try me if you can.
And obviously we can go in and adjust how much of the reverb and the repeater and the return track are added to it, and maybe do some more filtering and panning and stuff like that. But I use that technique all the time as a way to intro the vocal of a track, for example. Instead of just having the vocal come in cold where it just starts, it's cool to have this sort of fade in. It's a very similar method to the reverse reverb fade in as well, but it's really, it's a little bit different and I really like it. So anyway, I thought I'd share it with you. I hope you learned something. We'll see you next time.